What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Golden Cash, and we are back with another Hunt and Fill series. We got box number 20 and 21 of the Nickel Hunt and Fill series. Hopefully we can get something to slot for the book. I think we have 5 or 6 left to slot. We got the 1939 or 38 and 39 D and S. We got the 1943 D, that is 5, and then we got the 1947 S. That is all we need to fill this album up. So hopefully we can get something in these two boxes to slot in the album. All right, let's go ahead and bust into these boxes and see if there are circulated nickels, because we have been getting a few uncirculated boxes. So we're going to cut this right on open. Cut this one right out. There we go. Put that away before somebody gets hurt, like myself. And we're going to go into box number 21 first, like we always do. Let's see what we got. We got circulated nickels. All right. Let's go ahead and get into box number 20. Make sure these are circulated as well. Just pull some right off the top. There's 3 rolls. They are circulated. All right. Some of these look like some older nickels as well. Let's go ahead and get into box number 20 of the series. And you know the drill. I'll bring you back on our first find. Roll number 4. We're going to have our first find, and one that we need. We got the 1947. We need the 1947S for the book. Can we get it with this one? And we don't. We have a 1947 out of Philadelphia. Let's keep hunting. Same roll. Roll number 4 is going to give us another find. We got a 1941 out of Philadelphia. Roll number 7. We're going to have another 1941. This one out of Philadelphia as well. Roll number 9. Box number 1, number 20 of the series. We're going to have a 1956 out of Denver. Roll number 12. Box number 1 is going to give us a foreign. Check that one out. Commonwealth of the Bahamas, 1998. That is pretty cool. Roll 14 of box number 1. We're going to have a 1940 out of Philadelphia. Same roll. Roll 14. Just a couple away. We're going to have a 1958 out of Denver. Roll 17. Box number 1. We're going to have a 1948. This one out of Philadelphia. Roll number 18, box number 1, is going to give us something that we need. We need the 1947 out of San Francisco. Can we do it with this one right here? And we are not. It is a 1947 out of Philadelphia. Roll number 20, box number 1. I seen it look like an old top of a nickel, and you can see it right there, that round right where my finger is. Really round, wore down. Let's just take a look and see what it is. Look at that old Buffalo nickel. Wow. Has an S mint mark. See if there's a date. And of course there is not a date on this one. It is too worn down. And I don't have Nicodate, so we can't do that. Definitely an older nickel for sure, with an S mint mark. Alright, there you go. We got our first Buffalo nickel of the hunt. Is that an S or a D? Let me see if I can tell if that's an S or a D. It is an S. There you go. We got the S mint mark right there. We'll flip it over and see if we can find a date. I don't think we're going to get one out of this. It's a lot harder to see than No date. All right. I'll bring you back on our next find. Roll 21, box number 1. We're going to have 2 finds. 2 1958s. One I didn't even see until the last. This 1958 is going to be out of Denver. And then this 58, back-to-back, is going to be out of Denver as well. Roll 25, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, roll 24, box number 1, and I didn't even realize it, but you can see it back there in the back. Second from the end, we're going to have another Buffalo. And there's a date. There's a 1937 out of Denver. And this one is in pretty good condition. Look at that. Actually, in really good condition. I don't even think I should be touching that with my hand. Oh, I dropped it. Now it's in worse condition. Look at that one. Look at the details on that. Wow. 1937 out of Denver. That is freaking awesome. We got the other one right there. Let's go ahead and add this one right next to it. 1937 out of Denver and an unmarked out of San Francisco. Let's keep hunting. The Buffalo nickel was just a treat. I was going to go film this one right here, the 1952, but we found the Buffalo nickel at the back end of the roll. We got a 1952 out of Philadelphia, but we found that nickel right when I was going to film. So there we go. We got a Buffalo nickel and a 1952 out of Philadelphia. Let's keep hunting. Roll 28, box number 1 is going to give us a beautiful 1957. This might actually upgrade the book. This 57 is out of Philadelphia. It definitely has full steps. You can see that. Check that out. A 1957 Philadelphia with full steps. What a great find right there. That is awesome. This is definitely going to upgrade the book. Check that out. It's got a scratch, but that scratch means nothing when it's not getting graded and it's just being put in the book. What a beautiful, beautiful find. Look at those steps. Wow. That is going in the book. Let's keep hunting. Roll 31, box number 1. We're going to have another 1941 out of Philadelphia. Roll 35, box number 1. We're going to have another 1947. Now we need the S mint mark for the book, a San Francisco. Can we get it on this one right here? Boom, boom, boom. Another Philadelphia. We got 3 as of now. We need a mint mark. Well, let's keep hunting. Roll number 40, box number 1. We're going to have a 1949. 49, sorry y'all, out of Philadelphia. Roll 41, box number 1, number 20 of the series. We're going to have 2 finds, and I didn't see them until I started looking at the tops. We got a 1947 there, and then right there behind the 1962, I know you guys can see it, we're going to have another Buffalo nickel, and there's a date. This one is a 1929. I see something there. Let's see if I can take it under the scope. A 1929 out of Philadelphia. It looks like it is not. It is a Denver. 1929 out of Denver. There we go. That is our 3rd Buffalo nickel of the box. And then we got the 1947. Hopefully there is a mint mark on this nickel. We need the San Francisco. We got a mint mark, but it is going to be a Denver. All right, let's keep hunting, and I'll bring you back on our next find. Roll 44, and we are going to have one that we do need. On 1939, we need a D or an S mint mark. Can we get it on this nickel? Nope. We're going to have a 1939 out of Philadelphia. Roll number 50, box number 1, our final roll is going to give us a farewell nickel, and it's one that we are going to need. A 1947 San Francisco. We are looking for the S mint mark. Do we have it on roll number 50 of box number 1? We do not. We're going to have another 1947 out of Philadelphia. That makes 5, one with a mint mark. Well, let's keep hunting. And that is the end of box number 1. What a box. We found a few Buffalo nickels. So there we go. We're going to end that box the right way. Let's go ahead and move box number 2, number 21 of the series. And we'll go ahead and grab a roll. And you know the drill. I'll bring you back on our first find. Roll number 2, box number 2, number 21 of the series. We got a 1951. This one is going to be out of Philadelphia. Roll number 5, box number 2. We're going to have a 1958. This one out of Denver. Roll number 6. We are going to have another 1958 out of Denver as well. We got roll number 12, box number 2, number 21 of the series. We got a 1954 out of Denver. Roll number 15, box number 2, number 21 of the series. We're going to have a 1963. This is not any sort of normal 1963. The rim is really, really thick. Let me grab another one just to show you how thick it is. This is going to be a 1963 proof. Check that out. Look how beautiful. This one actually has full steps as well. Just like the 1957 that we got right there. These two are definitely proofs. Alright, you can see that proof-like mirror on the background and that cameo finish on the Monticello. We got a 1963 and a 1957 proof. Let's keep hunting. Roll 17, box number 2. We're going to have another 1956. This one out of Denver. Roll number 19, box number 21 of the series. We're going to have another 1949. This one out of Philadelphia. Roll 21, box number 2. We're going to have what we need, a 1947. We need the San Francisco mint mark. Can we get it out of this box? Nope. We're going to have another 1947 out of Philadelphia. Roll 23. We're going to have a 1946, out of Philadelphia. Roll 24, box number 2. We're going to have a 1947, one that we need, but we need the San Francisco. Can we get it? We've had a bunch so far. No San Franciscos yet. And again, we're going to have a 1947 out of Philadelphia. Roll 25, box number 2. We're going to have a 1953 out of Philadelphia. Same roll, roll 25, just a couple from the end. We're going to have a 1948 out of San Francisco. Roll 26, the very next roll, we're going to have a 1946. And I already seen the back, so I know there is a mint mark. We're going to have a San Francisco. Roll 27, box number 2. We're going to have a 1955. I've already seen the back. It is a Denver. Roll 29, we are going to have a 1952. And that one is a San Francisco. Roll 31, box number 2. We need this coin right here. This is a 1939. We need a Denver or San Francisco mint. Can we get it in this box? And we are not. We are going to have another 1939 out of Philadelphia. This is our first 39, but all the ones we have been getting have been Philadelphia mint. I'll bring you back if we find anything else. Same roll, roll 31. We're going to have another one that we might need. A 1947. We need a San Francisco mint. Can we get it? And we got it. We got the 1947 San Francisco finally. Look at the pile of 47s right there. That big pile. We finally got a slot to fill the 1947 out of San Francisco. Roll 34. We're going to have 2 finds. We got a 1953 there. And we got another 1953 right there. Let's see what if there is a mint mark on the back of this one. This is a 1953 out of Denver. That one right there. We got another 1953 right here. Let's see if there is a mint mark on this one as well. 1953 out of Philadelphia. So we got a Philadelphia and a Denver, and that one is in really good condition. We might have an upgrade for the book. Roll number 39. We're going to have another 1947. We finally got our S. But if this is an S, this will be an upgrade for the book. Let's find out. It is not. We got a 1947 out of Philadelphia. Roll 41. We're going to have something different. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It looks like it could be a gold-plated nickel right there. Let's pop this one out and see what it is. All right. There we go. It is a war nickel. Wow. It is a Denver. Oh my God, that thing looks like a proof. That's got to be polished up. That is a 1943 Denver. All right. That might be an upgrade for the book. Check that out. Look at that, how proofy that looks. Wow. Look at that. You can almost see me in the nickel. That is crazy looking. There's my face. Ah! That's crazy. Somebody definitely had to polish this war nickel up. That is absolutely gorgeous. We got a 1943D. That is our first war nickel of the hunt. I'm going to stick that one right over there. That might be an upgrade for the book. I'll bring it back if we find anything else. Roll 45 is going to give us another 1941 out of Philadelphia. Roll 49. We're going to have our first 1959. This one out of Denver. That is our first 1959. Let's keep on. Roll number 50. We're going to have a farewell 1959. This is our second one that we have found. This one out of Philadelphia. We have just a few left to go. If we don't find anything, I'll bring you back for our wrap-up. And that is the end of this Hunt and Fill series, boxes number 20 and 21. We did pretty good. We are going to slot a couple, but let's go ahead and get right into it. There's a lot to go over. We found a couple of pennies, like we always do. We found 3 pennies. We found a foreign 5 cents out of the Bahamas. We got a few pretty cool. I don't know what this is, if this was post mint damage or a strike through. I have no idea. It looks good on one side. The other one's rubbed clean off. It could be a strike through. I am not 100% sure. If you know what it is, comment down below. We found a 1963 proof. This one in really good condition. You can see full steps on this coin. That is why I'm going to say it's a proof. If not, then that is a really, really good looking Philadelphia 1963. We found a few really nice ones as well. We got a 1977 here with full steps as well. Check that out. Full steps on that one. Then let's just go ahead and get right into what we found for the older nickels that we are trying to slot and upgrade. We got two 1959s, one Philadelphia, one out of Denver. We got a bunch of 58s, 6 of them, all out of Denver. We got that 1957. I'm not sure if this is a proof or not, but if it is not, then this one also is going to have full steps on the back. This one is definitely going to upgrade the book no matter what. So there we go with that. We got a 1956. We actually got 2 of them, both out of Denver. We got a 1955 out of Denver, a 1954 out of Denver, 3 1955s, 2 out of Philadelphia, 1 out of Denver. I'm sorry, 53s. 2 out of Philadelphia, 1 out of Denver. We got 2 1952s, 1 out of Philadelphia, 1 out of San Francisco. We got a 1951 out of Philadelphia. Let's jump right up here to the 40s. We got 2 1949s, both out of Philadelphia. We got 2 48s, 1 out of San Francisco, the other one out of Philadelphia. We got 47s. We got a stack, and this is one of the ones that we will definitely be slotting. We got a bunch out of Philadelphia. We got 1 out of Denver, and then we got our slot nickel right here, the 1947 out of San Francisco, and that is one that we do need for the book, so we're going to stack that one right there. Then we jump from 47s. We got 2 1946s, 1 out of Philadelphia, the other one out of San Francisco. And here's another one that I did not know. We got a 1943. I thought this was polished up and looking good, but as I look at the book right here, we got the 42s. We got 143P, a 1943D still, but there is no other 43s to slot, so this is gonna be another slot to fill. I did not know this was a still nickel, so we're gonna have a 1943 Denver still with the D on the back. I tried a magnet on it, it would not stick, so I have no idea what that is, but we're gonna slot that one in the 1943 D slot right there. That is freaking awesome. We got the 47. We got the 43. Let's move on. We got a bunch of 1941s, all out of Philadelphia. A 1940 out of Philly. And 2 39s out of Philadelphia. We are now lacking just the 1938D, 38S, 39D, and 39S. Those are the 4 nickels that have been evading us for quite some time. I'm going to go pick up 2 boxes tomorrow. Hopefully we can get something to slot out of these books. I've actually filled this book up quite fast. I'm really, really surprised at how fast we've gotten this done. But it is what it is. You don't know what you're going to find until you open up these boxes and pop these rolls up. We also found 3 Buffalo nickels. We got one right there out of 1929. This one is a Philadelphia. Nope, this was a San Francisco. Then we got a 1937. This one out of Denver. And then we got the dateless. Not sure what year this one is, but this one is also out of San Francisco. So there you go. We got 3 Buffalo nickels that will be going into my son's collection. I keep all these Buffalo nickels for him for when he grows up. Maybe one day he'll be able to do something with them. Maybe they'll be worth a lot of money. You never know. That is it, everybody. We're going to slot the 1947. Let's go ahead and do that right now. There it is. Let's put that one in the book. 1947S. And then we are going to slot the 1943 out of Denver. Let's go ahead and push that one in there as well. There you go. I'll finish it up later on, but I just want to get that slotted. That is awesome. That is the end of this Hunt and Fill series for now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I keep bringing you hunts just like this one right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.